If you're planning your holiday cards right now, whether you're looking for quick and easy or more detailed, this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and I am betting that whether you want quick and easy or more detailed, you want your holiday cards to be unique. And that is why today I am sharing a whole bunch of new products from Spellbinders. They have some amazing new die sets, as well as some really quick and easy supplies to get your holiday card making going now. So let's dive right into the holiday card making, and I'll share the new products along the way. This is the special pet delivery die set, and as you can see, there are a couple little faces available. There are several different hats and ears and different things available, so you can make different animals on this. But there is also this oval and this little scalloped edge that's a perfect frame for no matter which pet you decide to create. I, of course, because I love dogs, decided to create a little pup with the little spot around the eye, and you can see there are dies to cut out the ears, as well as there are dies to cut out cat ears. There's a little die that cuts out paws that you can hide the little piece underneath the chin there, and then you can put different colored paws on that whole piece there. So just a bunch of different ways to make that little pet super adorable. And I am going to place this right on an A2 panel that I've layered a different color cardstock on top of white. There's a couple of different banner sentiments and then a banner. This is a little die cut that I used, and you'll see later in the video where I use these die cuts. And there's a little bow as well. I decided not to put the bow on the dog itself, but right kind of at the top of the frame, and tie a little bit of twine around that tag. And then I cut out these little antler ears so that you can have the puppy wearing the little antler ears. Just such a cute little die set. So much fun. I can't wait to make some of the other pets as well. To make this not look like a little zombie dog, I did add some black pupils in the middle of those blue eyes that the puppy has there. Just tiny little pieces that easily come together to create a bunch of different special delivery pets. This is the Let It Snow dies, and these dies create an entire A2 scene. There's banners with a couple of different sentiments again, and there's this large die that cuts out, it almost is like a snow globe, but not exactly, just a place to hold the snowman in the inside. And the snowman, when you see it, it's kind of like the snowman is an ornament. So I think of this as the whole thing holding that ornament in place. So the snowman cuts out these little pieces at the bottom for a decorative part of the belly there, and I just cut them out of two colors so that I could layer them on top of each other. There's also a scarf that you can cut out. You can see that the die cuts out eyes and a little mouth as well. There's also a separate die that cuts out a little carrot nose, and there's a top hat. So once you start putting this together, it becomes this sweet little snow scene with the snowman. Of course, I love the snowman. You can see the hat is die cut, so you can put the head inside the hat. That also covers up the back of the eyes so that they are black. So I did use that little, it's kind of like a little tag at the top, just so that I could make it look like the snowman was a little ornament hanging on the tree inside this little scene. And I love the little snowflakes that you can cut out. There's a couple of dies for snowflakes, so I cut them out of silver mirror cardstock and then some blue Spellbinders cardstock as well. And then I just used these silver metallic round, sort of like enamel dots from Spellbinders to accent the snowflakes, and then to add some more snow in that image there. So it's really just such a cute little image to put together. All right, these are the Flourished Ornament Slimline dies. So you can see you can cut out that sort of decorative edge, and then you can cut around it with a rectangle. Then there's a smaller rectangle, and then there are some circles and some decorative circles. So you layer those on top of each other. I cut the decorative pieces out of the gold, and then I cut a different color of cardstock to back it with. So I have some pink, some light blue, some minty green, and everything on top is cut out of the gold mirror cardstock, and that just looks so pretty with the pastel backgrounds. So I'm just using some thermoweb Ultra Bond on the back of these. They're not so fine that you can't put a little bit of liquid glue behind them. And then I'm just putting an acrylic block on top to make sure that they stay stuck down. There are all these kinds of different caps and decorations for the ornaments as well, and you can cut them out solidly and then cut out the detail layers on top of that solid image. So I did grab a die cut and put that in the middle there, and then I am going to just add some caps and some other bits of decoration to those ornaments to make them even more ornate, and then some of the gold kind of shiny enamel dots from Spellbinders just to add a few more circles to this slimline design. So I have 4 ornaments, a sentiment, and then a bunch of those enamel dots. And I did add some gold twine or string to a couple of the ornaments so that they would be hanging on this slimline card. Next up is the Nordic Ornaments dies. This is a really beautiful set. I don't know if you've ever seen sort of Nordic or folk Christmas designs, but they are really beautiful, and I've always seen a bunch of them in different really fun colors like this teal with the red and white. So that's what I was trying to mimic in my card. So I do have a die cut again for the sentiment. It just says Merry Christmas. I'm going to put that at the top. And then I have the ornament, which you can cut out the base and then a decorative layer and then a cap. So there's just a few pieces, and it is just a beautiful design. I love the die cutting in the ornament and then backing it with a different color. And then they had a couple of little images that you could cut out just to, it almost looks like a quilt or some type of design like that. I'm going to add a little bit of red and white twine to the top of the ornament cap. The ornament set also includes this other shaped ornament, so I wanted to do both of them so that you could see both. And this time I'm actually going for a light pink and light blue, kind of non-traditional colors, and I'm going to use some silver on the cap and then on a die cut piece in the center of the ornament. So you can absolutely layer a third color in there. I just wanted to do that main little flower in the center in the silver mirror cardstock, and then I just popped that up. Here are a few more of the accessories that come in that die set, and you can see you can layer the flowers on top of the little stamen in the center there, and they look really, really cute. And then there's kind of these things that almost look like jacks at the bottom that I cut out of silver mirror cardstock, and I'm just going to put those down as well. So similar design to the last one where I had the ornament in the center and then a few of those images around it, and then some twine at the top to really complete the card and make a nice bow in that ornament cap. Next up are the folk song dies from the same designer. A similar look to these dies, but this one features the sweet little bird and some leaves and some decorative pieces for the bird as well. I'm also using the classic Happy Holidays dies to cut out a sentiment. So the sentiment I just adhered down at the top of the card. I had some space on both sides, so I'm going to use some of the leaves from the die set on either side. The bird has the main body and then a wing that you can cut out. You can see that's really decorative as well. And then some tail feathers, which I cut out 3 of the tail feathers. You could fill in those colors with a different color of cardstock. I chose to keep them white to go with the same color combination that I used on the first ornament, that kind of red with the teal and the white, and then I just added in the green for the greenery. Next up is the Merry Flourish dies. This is a really elegant die set, and there are several different elements to it, but it is very easy to put together. You can see I cut it out of this gold mirror cardstock. I'm going to use that as the base, and I cut down the pink to 4 by 5 1/4, and then I cut out the main die, and there's also a die that you can cut out the sentiment at the top that says Merry. Now there's a separate die that you can cut out the Christmas, and then there are some circles and other shaped ornaments that you can cut out solid images and then use detailed layering dies on top to cut out those details. So I cut everything here out of silver and gold mirror cardstock and layered them up. If you're looking for something much more quick and easy, Spellbinders has the Christmas delivery printed die cuts. I've shown these dancing cards before. In this pack, they have the legs and the bodies printed, die cut, everything is ready to go. All you have to do is put your little piece of foam tape in the little circle and then pop up the image on top, and you have a dancing image. So I'm just going to use a Merry Christmas from this die cut pack as well. And this was the easiest card to put together, but so cute and so much fun for the holidays. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out my entire Get a Jump on Christmas cards playlist, I'm going to link to the whole thing over here. And if you love to see new products like this, don't forget to subscribe. I also share tons of card making tips, tricks, techniques, and ways to use basic supplies. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. That is just, no, not under control. Some amazing you. I'm Rebecca Keppel. And what? That's it. That's me. We're out.